It seems people have been enjoying these Reddit Am I the Jerk segments, so might as well keep doing them here and there when I find an interesting one. This one's interesting to me. Seems like this girlfriend was trying to finesse this dude's house. And as you can see, it's another very brief story. So before we read this one, let me just please add something in the beginning. And that is, when I cover these Am I the Jerk segments, I'm not going to share my opinion too much on the topics because I want to focus on just kind of sharing the story and seeing what the opinion in the comments are. And I bring that up because the last video was talking about the educational system, and I have a lot of opinions on that. And I elected to share pretty much none of them, and I kind of regretted that because there was so much great discussion of the topic in the comment section. But, you know, like I said, I don't want to share my opinion too much because we'll be here all day talking about these topics. So please understand, I'm going to share a little bit of my opinion, not the full thing, and give you guys the story and see what everyone's talking about in the comments. So moving forward, I just want to make that known. And let's read. Now, this topic probably isn't going to have as much for me to share my opinion on as the last one would have anyways regarding schooling. But alas, here we are. So the title, Am I the Jerk for refusing to put my girlfriend's name on my house? Here we go. Last year, I bought a house in early February. It's been great after living in an apartment for almost 2 years. I had to highlight that because an apartment for almost 2 years. I'm in my 20s and I've lived in an apartment my entire life. I've never lived in a house. And I think a lot of people are like that. So when I see this guy saying I've lived in an apartment for like 2 years and he's so glad to be gone from it, I just internally, I'm like, oh man. Like, I'm not saying it's a negative thing or anything. It's just such a different lifestyle than mine. I have to point that out. Now, continuing. Let's read. Anyways, I started dating a girl in December of last year. So we have been dating for almost 8 months. And she wants to move in with me. I'm cool with it until she says she wants to put her name on the house. I tell her, no, the house is mine. The mortgage is in my name. And I'd like to keep it only my name to keep things simple. Only in my name to keep things simple. She immediately starts saying that I'm going to leave her, and that's why I won't do it. What? If you won't put... I'm sorry, I'm going to stop interrupting. Let's read. She says if I don't put her name on the house, then we are going to break up. Am I the jerk? Okay, there's some edits here. So before we read the edits now, let's talk about this, though. Obviously, in my opinion, this is completely unreasonable. And it sounds like she's trying to finesse part of the dude's house or something. I mean, that's crazy. 8 months? Dating 8 months means you suddenly get to own half the guy's house or however that works out. I don't know how it works out entirely legally with the equity of the house and all that and the mortgage. But I'm confident that her name on the house, you know, she owns the house to an extent. She'd probably also be responsible for part of the mortgage. So I don't know how that all would work out. But clearly something's not right here, right? So let's read the edits. Edit. Can some women chime in and tell me what they think? Maybe this is some weird woman logic. Oh, that's a quote. I didn't say that for the record. It's right here on screen. That I don't understand as a man. Maybe she just sees this as the next reasonable step in our relationship. I mean, that's, okay. Edit 2. She would be moving in for free. I pay all the bills. You pay all the bills. She moves in for free. And her name is now, she now owns part of the house. Excuse me, I lost my train of thought because that beep went off. That was actually the other segment finishing in the editor. Let me cut this and upload that. I'll be right back. All right, luckily that noise went off when we were pretty much done with that part of the video. Anyways, now we will end this by taking a look at some of the top comments, specifically just these two. Number 1, not the jerk. Don't you dare put her name on it. It's your house, your mortgage, and you've only dated her for 8 months. Even if y'all dated for longer, it's your house. If she breaks up with you over that, good riddance. You don't deserve that at all. Don't you dare put her name on it. So if she breaks up with you over that, I think it's referring to, again, the beginning of the story where she says, if you won't put my name on the house, I'm going to leave you, basically. And then this other comment says, not the jerk, op. I'm a woman, and let me tell you straight, she's a gold digger. Get rid. No reasonable person would expect for their name to be added after 8 months dating, especially when they aren't even paying. I think those are great points. In my humble opinion, let me know what you all think about this one in the comments below. And again, thank you very much for tuning into these segments. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying them, and I'll see you for the next one soon. Take care.